This week on Tongue First, Siren and Wendy are joined by everyone's favorite sweet little baby angel, Jared, from the internet, for an episode that somehow spirals from Sniffies and gay bars into queer identity, creator burnout, parasocial relationships, chosen family, and the emotional chaos of building real connection online. The trio unpack their experiences as queer TikTok live creators, what it feels like to form genuine relationships through the internet, and the strange vulnerability of being perceived by thousands of people every day. Along the way, they swap stories from New Orleans, talk dating apps, polyamory, queer labels, internet drama, community, and what it means to actually show up authentically, online and off. Also, beignets, powdered sugar everywhere, gay hand motions, Wendy threatening trolls again, Jared accidentally revealing he has game, and at least one existential conversation disguised as chaos. Some episodes feel like a podcast. This one feels like sitting on the floor with queer friends at 2 a.m. while someone passes you fries and overshares emotionally. Still playful, still heartfelt, still a little unhinged. Now they mean it. Welcome to Tongue First.
Wendy, I love you.
Why does that seem like it's coming with a butt?
But I really need you to stop tapping on your microphone with your hands.
I'm not tapping on it.
There were so many noises coming from your mic.
Your fucking mom was making the noise. She's under my desk right now. I have ADHD and I'm autistic and you want me not to move?
You can move. This is why I need to get you a microphone like this. You just bring it around with you.
You just like to nitpick at me. You're the nitpicker and I'm the chill laid back one when it comes to this foundation.
Yeah.
This is a hostile work environment. All right. Let me get situated so I'm not moving.
If you're tuning in now to the podcast, welcome to episode 2 of Tongue First, the podcast where Wendy and I really try to get under each other's skin as much as possible. This is our first amazing recording episode with a guest that we get to introduce.
And Siren's already getting on my fucking nerves, y'all.
It's my job.
You. Episode 2, I love Siren, but we were just saying Siren's the nitpicky one, and I'm the one that's laid back tapping over here, and Siren's like, shut the fuck up. I can't help it. I'm autistic. I have the tistic and the ADHD.
Valid.
Our guest is here right now, Jared. Jared from the internet.
What's up? I'm Jared from the internet.
Tell him your pronouns, Jared. Tell him everything about you. What's your sign? Do you like long walks on the beach? Tell him, baby.
Oh my God, yes. So I'm Jared. I'm he, him pronouns. I do like long walks on the beach.
Ooh.
And long walks through the forest.
Good fleshy fungi in the forest too.
That sounds like Forks, Washington. Edward up in this bitch. Team Edward or Team Jacob, y'all?
Is this a baseball thing?
Vampire or werewolf?
Oh.
Jacob.
Okay, Team Jacob.
Edward, I think.
I was Team Jacob for a while, and then it switched to Edward.
They both seemed hella toxic, if I'm being honest.
For sure. The toxic masculinity was strong with those ones. I was just shitty that Edward sparkled in the sunlight, and he's supposed to burn to a crisp, and he was like, oh, I'm shiny. And I was like, fuck this. Kind of
Were you
vampire
just jealous?
on you.
You're just jealous you couldn't have your skin shining like that? Or
Yeah, shine bright like a diamond.
Wendy and I know Jared from TikTok. Jared shines like a motherfucking diamond on TikTok.
Thank you, though, y'all. Oh my God.
I did press record 3 minutes before I did that intro. So you know that rolling into it, I did have the record button going. So that we're all good.
You sneaky little bitch.
I'm a sneaky one. I try to sneak up on you.
I'm a slithery snake.
Well, definitely didn't ever pick up Slytherin vibes here. But we don't talk about the Hogwarts, hey?
Yeah, no, thank you.
We give JK fucking no props.
I know that hurts to
It
say,
does.
Wendy. I know that hurts to say for
I'm
you.
a giant Potter fan. I have so many Harry Potter tattoos. It hurts my soul. She's a trash human.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's heartbreaking. And
It's getting worse. Which
I support the actors, not her.
Mm-mm.
What about you,
Never.
Jared? Were you really into the Harry Potter series and all that stuff growing up?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Harry Potter when I was a kid. I read all the books, I believe. I skipped part of Order of the Phoenix because I was just like, this is a large book, and I don't know if I need to
How
read
dare
this whole
you? That's
thing.
the best
But
one.
I
Jared,
saw the
I've never
movies.
agreed with you more in my life.
Yeah, it was so thick.
K Rock, I would like to file a work grievance on Siren, please. Where's our grievance box?
Where's our grievance
Okay, this
box?
house is a prison.
Just so you all know, at home in podcast land, we do let Wendy leave on Tuesday nights, but that's it. Just Tuesday nights.
Other than that, I'm under the stairs, but not in the closet because we came out of that bitch a while ago.
Yeah, I was
Facts.
going to say, you're not in there anymore.
No.
No.
And neither are you, Jared.
Well, I'm so out and open and free and twirling around the world, being myself, and doing TikTok for this
Yeah.
past year has been such a refreshing, life affirming, self affirming experience for me. And I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful to know you, Siren, you, Wendy, everyone in here, y'all.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Jared's our sweet little baby angel.
He is our sweet little baby angel.
Anyway,
Jared is someone that I met through Siren.
Mm-hmm.
And Jared is so free spirited and fun, and his laughs are so funny. He kind of laughs like a TV show person from like the 90s or the 2000s. But people that don't know him do not realize how intelligent he is. He is so smart. He's a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
He be teaching these kids.
I really appreciate that. Meeting you guys in New Orleans.
I want to talk about content creation and especially TikTok lives because
Yeah.
it's something we all have in common here, and give a little bit of a peek behind the curtain and what happens there. I mean, some of the mental games that we all play, maybe some of the tea. We'll see what kind of happens there. My astrology thing on my phone today said, just admit that you like the drama, and I feel a little called out. And there's some drama that we might be able to talk about a little bit later, but we'll see where this podcast episode goes. I wish you could see Jared right now. Listen, this is one of the reasons why y'all need to come hang out with us on TikTok, because seriously,
Yes.
the faces and the eye contact, and honestly, I have gorgeous eyes. Like, people stare into them longingly.
Just back to
often.
talking about ourselves again.
I know,
see.
it happens. I can't
let's
help
go.
it. So, Jared, I want to ask you something. We were talking today briefly, and I heard that there's different dating apps on your phone,
Yes.
right? There's a lot. And apparently there's a lot of variety in terms of what you're looking for to come out of a dating app. And I heard of one today that, Wendy, I'm not sure if you've heard of this one, and I want to hear if there's
I'm
an
so
equivalent
intrigued by this.
in lesbian culture, because I've only had 4.5, 5 years being like out and open, being a part of LGBTQ community. What was it called? Something about smelling something?
What?
Sniffies.
Yeah, that's an app.
Jared, can you tell me a little bit about Sniffies?
Gay women and gay men are just different, I guess.
I think we're built different. I think we are.
Yeah.
So I actually, I'm kind of a bad gay in some ways. I've never used Sniffies.
That makes you a bad guy?
Is
it's
it
good.
popular?
It is fairly popular, but Grindr is the number one.
Now that
yeah.
I've heard of.
So Sniffies, I've never used, but it shows you a map and you can see where these different guys are.
Okay, why do they call it Sniffies? Can we
Are you
talk
just
about the
sniffing
Sniffies
the
part?
dick out or what? You're just, where's that dick? Let me get that dick.
A lot of us do like to smell the pits. It's just like a thing. It's like the natural, like manly
Like pheromones?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. It's a thing. Yeah. But
I don't think
realized-
I've ever wanted to smell somebody's armpits before.
And hey, that might be like a gay guy thing.
Maybe your face or your arm or neck or something, but not your pit. Siren?
Literally, like, never. But also, here's the thing, and this is why I asked, because when I'm with someone, and I feel like it's more prevalent now than before I was on hormones. So being on hormones and being assigned male at birth and living with testosterone for a long time and then switching over to estrogen, every cell in my body knows what to do with estrogen. So it behaves and reacts in ways like that. Maybe it's just with certain people, But Booby, as we're calling her on here, Booby has this, oh my God, she just smells divine. Like all the time. It could be
Siren
days
is
without a
such
shower.
gross. I'm over this shit. You lesbians, everybody. I'm in love. I have 17 girlfriends and partners. Everybody wants to fucking date me.
Wendy, I forgot to tell you about a couple. We're up to 19.
I love that for you.
No, it's actually wildly difficult to manage, and my ADHD brain does not do a calendar like that, which is why it's not actually 19. I can't gaslight you guys like that too long. It breaks my soul. It's 2. There's someone moving in like 24 hours.
Y'all are just fucking greedy. It's just whatever.
Yeah. Greedy?
I hate it here.
I'm sorry, Wendy. We love you. You can come move in.
Right. Scooch over.
Jared, we were talking about at the last podcast that there's a couple of all the lesbians in the room. There's multiple relationships that are about to
fuck off.
U-Haul, but the only person who had actually U-Hauled was single currently.
We're married before, okay, y'all. It's not like I just met her and moved 3 hours away. We've had history.
You had history. That's true.
Apparently not good enough history, but it's fine.
We just got to poke it until it doesn't feel sore anymore.
While we're on this subject, Jared, my sweet little baby angel who does no wrong, have you ever been in a poly relationship, since we're talking about poly relationships? Would you ever be open to be in a relationship if you have not?
I would be open to it. I am a very open-minded person, and I think that if something feels right and genuine and healthy and I'm feeling pulled into that situation, then yeah, I'll give it a try. But I'm actually pretty inexperienced when it comes to being in a relationship. So
Really?
yeah, I might actually just start with like one.
Too much to go straight into being poly. Okay.
You might start with one. So are you saying you've never been in a relationship?
That's correct, actually. Yes.
Now I'm a curious little kitten.
Your little kitty is tingling.
My little Gemini Scooby-Doo ear is like peeking up. So you've never been in a relationship before at all, ever?
Correct. Yeah. I've never had a boyfriend. I need it to happen at some point, but yeah.
Okay. So whoever has not boyfriend you up already is dumb as fuck. I'm just going to put that out there. So you've never had a boyfriend. How long have you been? Fair. How long have you been out?
I've been out. Well, that's an interesting question because as queer people, I feel like we always come out at different points to different people in various situations. But the first time that I came out, I was 16.
Okay, so pretty young. So we've never dabbled at all in like a boyfriend or even a situationship, a fuck buddy.
Okay, I've had a couple little fling type situations, but it never got close to being an actual relationship,
Okay.
But I've had plenty of sex. So
well, I mean, that's good.
That sounds like a good thing.
Okay. Yeah. We were talking about this the other day because I was saying that I was demisexual. And you said that you're not. You can you be just fucking and sucking and be on your way. And I don't have to have no feelings towards you. Goodbye.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I got down with that for a long time. I was super into it. I was like, this is fun. This feels good. I don't have to have the scary emotional attachment involved. But now that I'm in my 30s, I would like to find that genuine connection and be with one person who really sees me and hears me and values me. But, I don't rush things. I go along with the flow of life. And I think once I start putting myself out there a little more, it'll happen.
Yeah.
But I've just never placed a lot of importance on having that relationship there. I know for a lot of people it is very important. Yeah. So someday, manifesting a hot man to love me.
Yes, we're manifesting that with you, my love.
A lot of people do love you, Jared. I'm not saying that that's any different, but a lot of people do love you. They adore you. You have an amazing presence on TikTok. You have an amazing community that you've been building, and I'm thankful for your presence here on the internet. to share the
Thank you
stage
so
with.
much.
But we had to share real life together recently,
Mm-hmm.
which was really fucking cool.
Yes.
Jared's got game.
Yeah. We all got together in New Orleans. Wendy and I talked about this story last episode. And Jared was part of that crew. Which, by the way, what was it like to be in a house of basically mostly queer women?
You know, it was kind of nice because I wasn't stressed about, like, am I going to hook up with people? It was nice for me to just kind of relax and enjoy the time with you all without worrying about that. I think that I fit in with y'all pretty well.
I agree. I really do. This gets to another point. Wendy and I define ourselves as queer. And I think, Jared, I've heard you call yourself queer as well.
Yes.
I feel like there are a lot of gay men that don't define themselves as being queer.
I've heard some older gay men say that they don't like the word queer because it was used as a,
Derogatory
pejorative.
statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely say queer because I like that queer feels all encompassing
Mm.
for the entire community.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that feeling of togetherness with that word.
It just covers everyone with a warm, cozy blanket.
Yeah. And we're all just like together in that little queer rainbow space where we're all just being our authentic selves. And it's just so beautiful and lovely.
It was really cool. So, Jared, I wanted to get your definition then of the word queer. What does that mean to you, taking that on as an identifier?
I think for me, I think that part of my queerness is not just my sexuality, but also my mannerisms. I guess you could say my gender expression in a sense, even though I do identify as a man. There's so many complexities, right, and nuances to people's gender and how they express themselves through mannerisms and gestures and vocal inflections. And I just do what comes naturally to me. And I think that queer feels all encompassing term for me as a person.
Yeah.
Like not just my sexuality, but my essence as a person, right? Whereas I think that a lot of gay men who are just kind of more masculine, right? They're more like just, I'm a gay man, right? I do say I'm a gay man, but I do think that the word queer describes me a little more accurately or fully. And I like the word. I like the way it sounds.
You like the taste of it a little bit.
Yeah, it's nice to say. I don't know if that made sense.
No, it does. Wendy, baby.
Hmm?
Are you okay?
No, I was just listening to Jared and taking it all in. And I was thinking that when I first came out, I thought I was bi. And then, I had my first woman experience and I'm like, nope. We like licking vaginas around here. So for a long time, I was like, yeah, I'm a lesbian. But now that I'm older, I just tell people that I'm queer for sure.
Mhm.
It feels like it's not so bubbly, putting you in that box or that bubble of being just a lesbian. And I feel like when you say queer, it feels more like you accept more of your community because we talk about this all the time where there's such a big stigma on trans people in our community, bisexual, pan people, even poly. Why are we so fucking bothered about other people when we're supposed to be all inclusive?
Yeah, why are there all these divisions, right?
Yeah, and it's crazy.
I think the word queer connects us all more.
There are plenty of gay men and lesbian women that are not queer. I don't think queer is an encompassing term that includes everyone. I don't.
What do you mean by that?
For me, queerness is a radical authenticity, but it's a deep authenticity with yourself of being who you are and not giving a shit about what other people think about you or not giving a shit about what other people are like telling you should look like or should be like or not. I'm not saying directly other people are saying this, but culture says it. They say you have to live up to some standard of what it means to be this or successful or God, gay, even like what it means to be that or look like a lesbian or feel like you can see the stereotypes. I feel like I can sometimes see past that into them like they're reaching for their truth, but they're reaching in the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know, they're reaching for conformity and finding it in the way other people have found it, when in the way you're going to find your truth is by finding yourself.
Yeah, just being yourself.
So for me, I see Jared and he just shows up fucking real, baby. I love that when Jared smiles and reacts and does what Jared does in my presence, even like when we get to hang out in real life. Listen, Jared is really gay, but Jared kissed me on the mouth. Like it was for more than a second, I think. It was and
I missed that because I had to fucking go home.
I think it was like 11.8 seconds or something.
Oh, I thought you were going to say out of
around-
10. I was like, damn, let's go.
I was like,
Yeah, it was
not
good.
11.8.
It was good. It was sweet. It was gentle. It was kind of romantic.
Kind of romantic, yeah.
Yeah.
Siren's a passionate being.
I am a passionate being. Did you say being or being?
I like them both.
Both work.
Being works better though.
Yes. There's a local coffee shop where I live called The Human Bean. So I thought of that.
Oh.
Anyway, but I was going to say, I really appreciate what you said, Siren, about me showing up authentically. That's really, in general, throughout my life, is something that I've always naturally strived towards, is just feeling as though I am honestly expressing myself and letting the truth within shine out.
I really loved the hand emotions with that, Jared. I wish everybody could have seen it. They were really good.
If you held Jared's hands down, he probably couldn't talk.
No, I don't think he could.
Oh my God, you're so right.
He's definitely a hand talker. And they're all gay hands all the time.
Very gay.
When you were growing up and before you were 16, did you express yourself in the same way, or did it feel like a release to finally express yourself the way you wanted?
That's a great question. I always did have this queerness, this gayness present in my behaviors and the way I talked. And I actually have quite a bit of trauma around that in various ways. I always knew I was different somehow, but I didn't know how I was different. I just had this feeling about it. And it seems like other people knew that I was different, more so than I did. And my sister told me a few years ago that when I was in elementary school, she talked to my dad and said, I think Jared is different. I think Jared might be gay. And then so other people were talking about it before I even really fully understood that I was gay and queer. And so for me, when I did start coming out, it was more so a moment of arrival, a moment of reclaiming and really just fully understanding who I am and living it completely and being vocal and honest.
Was it frustrating? Did you feel like you were somehow late to the table?
Yes. And when I was 13 and 14 and 15, I thought I was hiding it mostly. I thought, no one really suspects this, right? And then when I was just so ridiculous when you look back at it, right?
If you acted the way you act now at 16, nobody was believing that shit at all. We just talked about this last episode when you're trying to be cool about something. And you're like, nobody know. How are they going to know?
How are they going to know?
Just be cool. Just be cool.
Just be cool.
No one's going to know I'm a big homo.
Yeah, I was just being cool.
Yeah, but everyone knew.
There were some people who, when I told them, they said, yeah, I'm not really surprised. And I was like, oh, I thought I was hiding it, but whatever.
You should have been cool. Why didn't you tell me? I was late.
Yeah, I do wish that there had been a lot more just open conversation regarding queerness when I was a child. I have a lot of painful experiences related to that because I never learned about homosexuality. I never learned about gayness. It was never something that was discussed or brought to my attention. And so I was just left there, a child feeling lost and, something was just wrong with me. And I think a lot of us go through that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're saying that it wasn't something that was known and it wasn't talked about, but to come out and realize who you are at 16, we all have our own versions of that. I'm a little bit older. I'm almost 45. You're younger than Siren and I. Siren's 37. And so everyone's story is like different because to me, I'm like 16 is young to come out because I didn't come out until I was in my 20s. And then Siren has been doing her thing for 4 years.
Coming up on 5 in October is when
Yes.
my egg cracked again, like when I kind of realized who I was. It will be 5 years.
It's just different hearing your story and you're like, I didn't really know, but I'm like fucking 16 to be like, I'm out here. I'm here. I'm queer.
Yeah.
Bitch,
Right.
get used to it. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
I'm in my 20s not knowing what's really happened. I'm just like, girls are kind of cute.
Yeah.
Like, I'm bisexual. But you're really like, I'm bi-curious because I've never licked a vagina before. So how do I know that I'm even gay?
So when I did first start coming out, I only told like 3 people, I think 3 or 4. And it wasn't something that I advertised. I just wanted to tell a few people that I felt close to, that I trusted, that I knew probably would be accepting and would talk to me and listen and be supportive. But I remember the first time I ever came out was to this guy who was in the band with me at school, and he was a year or 2 older than me. And I thought he was kind of hot. And he told me that his dad was gay, but his dad came out very late in life, and it like messed up their family, devastated his mother. And when I told him I was bisexual because that felt easier.
Saver. Yeah.
And for myself, I was like, maybe it's true. Maybe I am bisexual. Maybe there's still a chance that I could find a woman, feel attracted to a woman, right?
Yeah.
But then I also remember one time not long after that where I was sitting on my toilet, and I remember saying in my head, I'm gay. And it was scary. I felt scared because I was fully acknowledging it within, I'm gay.
I remember saying that, like that I was trans. I never really had the moment. This is kind of interesting because we all are approaching this at such different angles, right? Jared at 16, Wendy in her 20s. And I fell into the church and wasn't able to feel safe enough to find who I was for a really long time. And it wasn't until I got out, actually, for over a year that I was finally like, my egg cracked. And a lot defining that as like, once it cracks, it can't uncrack. When you're an adult and you like realize who you are, you can't put it away, So my egg cracked, and I remember sitting there thinking, oh shit, no, this is me. I'd said so many times, like if I had heard this when I was in my 20s or teens, I would have transitioned. But now that I'm in my 30s, there was definitely that feeling of it's too late. But then ultimately, when I did come out and when I did transition and started defining my sexuality on top of that, I felt like I didn't have to come out to anybody in regards to my sexuality. Everybody was already like, well, she's a wild card. Like, who knows? But I never really feel like I had to come out about my sexuality like the two of you guys did.
No, because you pulled a zinger on everybody. You're like, nah, bitch, I'm a girl now.
And people are so confused about that anyway. Like, people just assume if I'm, like, as a trans woman, if I'm into men, that I'm gay. Like, no, I'd be quite straight if I was into men.
I never tried the whole thing with a woman, but there were little things. I always said, I'm not going to go all the way unless I really want to, right? If I feel that desire, that impulse or whatever.
I love that you call it all the way. I feel like I'm in high school again.
Why did I say it that way?
I don't know, but I love it.
And meanwhile, me and Siren be like, we didn't fuck.
How close have you gotten to a vagina with your face?
Have you had your nose on it?
When I was born. No. No. I have not. Because I just feel the pull to the pull. Anyway,
Towards the dingle hopper, as we call it.
Dingle Hopper. That was one of the names we were toying around with last episode.
For my strappy dappy do.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay, so look, question. Do you find women attractive?
I see the beauty in women. I can recognize and appreciate a beautiful woman. I'm like, wow, she is beautiful. She is stunning.
Yeah.
Like, if I was attracted to women, I would so be into her. Right. But I just don't feel that visceral, like, oh my God, I want to go fuck her pussy.
Fuck her pussy.
Fuck her pussy.
It can sound gayer. It would be that. Okay. Next time I need you to say it with more like I want to fuck.
I do want to point out to everybody in podcast land that don't get to see Jared's hand motions with this. I want you
Very
just
gay.
so you know what
Think of a gay boy
happened when
doing
he
gay
said
shit
that.
with their hands.
So you know how you make a butterfly with your hands like that when you put your thumbs together and your fingers are out. So he was actually in good position for like he had it parted and then his face right between. So he was like this, like he was just like ready. But when he said what was the line? Something that like fucking that pussy. Sometimes that's where the hands are positioned. I'm just saying, like sometimes that's you got the positioning of the hands.
Yeah.
Like
you got to move things around sometimes.
Yeah, because you're like kind of holding the legs, like
yeah.
open.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Well, next episode we'll tell you how to eat pussy. It's fine.
We'll talk about that next time.
Hey, if I get intoxicated, who knows? There could be a moment.
But sexuality is a spectrum. You could change now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Who knows? You could change tomorrow. I don't think I'll ever want to suck a wiener. So
I feel it's interesting because some gay men speak about this like vagina is gross or disgusting, and I really dislike that way.
Your dick with the turtleneck on is fucking disgusting, okay?
Ouch.
So I really dislike how some gay men talk about it like that, right? Because it's like
you sound like a child. Grow up.
Also, like, you have one of those to thank for you, like, being alive.
That's right.
So let's not speak about women and their bodies like this, right? So I've always not liked that about some gay men.
Go, Jared. Advocate.
Jared,
for
you
the
were raised by
pussy.
strong, powerful women, weren't you?
My mom was quite overbearing sometimes.
Sorry about that.
She's strong. Like, she's a very opinionated, watches way too much Fox News. So.
Oh, fuck.
Ew.
Yeah, bad.
Okay,
Sorry,
so we
Jared.
just learned about Jared's mother really quickly.
Yeah, a little brief intro.
But hey, I love her. You know, I love my mom. I love my parents. I love my family. But yeah, there are issues.
That's fair.
If you could be a girl, who would you pick?
What?
I could be a girl.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, if I could look like a man, what man, like actor, person, whatever, who would I want to look like? Have you ever done this?
No.
No, that's a trans
Siren?
thing, baby. That's a trans thing.
I don't know that I want to transition because I like my boobies and my kukwanda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gave it a thought and I was like, Zac Efron, before he got whatever the fuck is going on with his face now, I thought he was a handsome dude. He probably could pull a lot of poontang. Also, probably just the dream of wanting abs because we're just serving chunky bitch over here all day.
He's hot.
Maybe I do want to transition. I don't know. Who knows? We'll have to talk about this another episode.
We might need to unpack this.
I need to unpack a little bit, but also I don't like facial hair. I don't want a schlong dong for real. No hair on my body at all. I don't know. We'll talk about this.
We'll talk about this. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, and there's so much in between, like non-binary and gender fluid. And
Oh, Wendy, I love you so much.
I'm just a baby girl.
That's allowed.
But also, might want to be a hot man with abs. Who knows? Who knows? Whatever.
It's a spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Wendy getting all deep over there.
Yeah.
Not even in the punny way.
It's fun that we can all be fun together and silly and goofy, and then we can all talk about deep shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we talk about Jared having mad fucking skills?
We got to tell this story. So Jared and I and Wendy and a lot of us went to New Orleans together. Jared is from the Pacific Northwest coast. of the United States and flew damn near all the way across the country to hang out with us. Wendy and I drove at least more than halfway across the country to get down there. And we got to meet each other in person for the first time, which was really freaking cool.
Jared came a couple of days after we had been there. So Jared came in like the perfect spot because we were going downtown, like French Quarters in NOLA. So we got to have some fun the next day after he flew in because he got there kind of late. So we all just kind of loved on him and was like, drinks at the Airbnb, La La Land, as it's called. And we got a little litty titty. And then the next day, we all skedaddled down to NOLA. And it was just really good vibes.
Yeah.
And Jared is okay if you feed him drinks of your own drink. Because he gets done with his drinks very quickly. And I'm over here sipping. And I'm like, Jared, here, you want some? Just like, Jared's just like, yeah.
This probably isn't good information to share on the internet.
Look,
everyone.
It's only with people he knows. Don't be trying to stranger danger roofing my boy, because I will fuck your mother. So there's that.
Oh my goodness. A lot of people described it as surreal, people who were there. And it, I agree 100%. I've never had an experience like it.
It felt so safe to just be real and be seen and be yourself. Like out and about too. Like it felt safe in the French Quarter just to be.
Because there's so many fucking weirdos there. So we all just fit in so perfectly.
We were definitely not the weirdest by any means
not
either.
at all.
Not even a little bit.
What was your favorite moment, Jared?
Oh my goodness. My indecisiveness strikes again. I would say one of my favorite moments was, even though it was a chill, kind of relaxed moment, the night that it was raining and it was midnight and we were all at the house and Siren was playing the guitar and you could see the lightning outside and hear the rain and obviously the guitar playing. It just felt really beautiful. I felt a sense of community and family that was just really lovely. And I think that feeling extended and kind of colored the entire experience for me.
Was that when we were singing to the songs too? Because that was such a cute moment.
Yeah.
We were just playing songs on my phone and they're like, play this, play this. Everyone was just singing the songs and being all kumbaya and shit. And it was very cute.
Yeah. And I love that cute shit, you know?
I love that cute shit.
Also, I loved being downtown because it's a city I've always wanted to see. And it was really cool to just be there and see the buildings, the architecture, the different smells, good and bad. It was great, you know.
Yeah.
The beignets, oh my God, give me them now. Oh my God, I shove a beignet down my throat right now, please.
We should include a picture, if we can include a picture somehow in this episode of the podcast. There's definitely pictures of us all eating beignets and people feeding each other beignets.
I think that was Kayla and I were fucking with Clara with the beignets. So essentially, Jared is telling you it could smell like piss or beignets.
The beignets were great.
Everyone loved them. I thought they were just mid.
I mean, it was nice that they gave you enough powdered sugar to go make like royal icing.
To choke on? To choke on?
It was a lot. It was
as soon as you took a bite, like it could come out of your nose.
But like even after you ate it, there was still a bag of fucking powdered sugar left.
It's like how Five Guys puts all the French fries in the bag, the extra. You only need a small. It's like a fucking extra large. And then we can just snort a line of fucking powdered sugar. It's fine. Just bang a line of powdered sugar.
Yeah, there was a lot of powdered sugar. I was like, don't get on my clothes. I don't need that.
Guys, we're putting off this story about how Jared has game. Okay, so this is Tuesday, Mardi Gras day. Wendy has already left because she has a corporate job, which is and
that my boss said I couldn't quit today.
Anyway, so we're digressing again. So we get into the city on Mardi Gras day, and we're supposed to meet some friends there, but they get lost / on the other side of a parade, and they're driving around for 3 hours to find us. So we need to find some places to hang out and do some stuff. Jared is with us. Our friend Ash is with us. Squeezy and Booby are with us, and we go to this gay bar.
By the way, I'm so sad that I missed a gay bar because where the fuck was it at while I was there?
There was like 8 gay bars that we went to. There was so many.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry. Next time.
Okay.
So anyway, we went to this gay bar and we go right inside. It's very much men. There were no women really in this bar, which I'm not super stoked about because I'm 6 feet tall. I'm a trans woman. I'm in predominantly queer spaces. Sometimes I get misgendered more often in queer spaces that men are involved in than anywhere else. Because they see me and they kind of like, oh, you're just like a drag queen or something like that. It's a little interesting. So I was a little nervous going into that space. Meanwhile, so we didn't get like deep into it, but the bartender, I'm going to let Jared describe the bartender because I wouldn't do it justice.
The bartender had minimal clothing on, like tight, like, was it like jean shorts? Like, I think. Remember, I was like kind of high for all of this, but amazing, beautiful, like sculpted body, just, oh my God, gorgeous. And he was nice.
I want to make note that Jared is drooling while describing this.
And I just kept looking at him and I just started talking. I don't know. It was really natural for me. And I guess maybe I naturally have some game. I don't know. Because within a few minutes, he gave me his phone number and I was like, oh my God. And then later, he showed me his butt. And I was like, oh my God, look at that butt. And then another bartender came and showed me his dick and his butt. And I was like,
God,
oh
Becky,
my God.
look at
I
that
know.
butt.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Yeah.
Basically.
And it was really nice. And I appreciated you saying, hey, if you want to hang out here for a second, we'll stay here for a second. And that was nice. And you and Booby and not Booby, Boobies. And, right? Plural.
That's what their names are going to be from now on when they're both together. It's not Booby, it's Boobies.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I can't even remember his name. Anyway,
it's not important because he didn't call you. Fuck him.
Yeah, that's true too. I think if it was part of the magic of New Orleans, I think it was like this wild ride of experience and people and connection and moisture. Like it was wet like all the time.
It's just an adrenaline rush to be in New Orleans, really. Yeah. You're on this high without even being high.
Yeah, and being around so many people, seeing all these different things going on, all the boobs being flashed, all the
Jared was
everything.
there for the boobs being flashed for sure.
Yeah, I was like, "You go, girl."
Jared, did you show your boobs to anyone?
Yeah, I lifted my shirt up, I think, a few times. Yeah.
I think a few times.
Yeah, I think.
It was such a bigger deal. I wouldn't forget flashing people at Mardi Gras. It's not like I might have flashed someone.
Well, because I'm a man, we have our shirts off a lot already. And I was like, I didn't even care, I was also a competitive swimmer for over 10 years. And so I'm used to not having many clothes on.
So, boys, what Jared is saying is that if you're in the ocean or you're somewhere, Jared can fucking save you because he's a competitive swimmer.
Another moment I remember was when we were in that club dancing, and a few of us were down there on the floor, and I had a lot of fun just watching you all have fun. You know, that was a big part of the whole thing for me, was witnessing the experiences going on within the whole group. Like seeing y'all's happiness and joy was fulfilling for me in a way too.
It was a surreal experience, and getting to see and interact with Jared in person was amazing. I'm thankful that we've developed these friendships through TikTok, and that's the other connection. This last thing I kind of wanted to get to a little bit tonight is to talk about our experiences as content creators a little bit more, and as live creators a little bit more. I want to talk about some of the harder shit. I want to talk about some of the moments that, even though we're surrounded by so many people, that we feel so freaking alone. Because I know for me, especially when I started, it filled a void. I think when I started on TikTok, I was feeling lonely in moments. I was feeling bored with just the same old shit. And I started meeting people and connecting with people and having a community to talk to about just literally whatever was coming up. And then it developed and developed and developed and developed into something that, through my constant authenticity and showing up for the same people every single day, has turned into something that has become my job, which I feel phenomenally blessed for. But at the same time, there's now over 33,000 people who follow me on TikTok, not all of which are trying to contact me every day, but there's a significant number of people that are trying to contact me every single day. And it's overwhelming. It really is. And I know that you guys probably experienced that too. And I was wondering if we could talk about that, maybe if we could talk about, even though that all of that stuff is happening, and that disconnect that we feel sometimes.
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a roller coaster ride for sure. While I do see my experience so far as a live creator as mostly a positive thing, there's definitely things about it that are stressful and emotionally taxing. A big thing for me is the group that I first went into when I came into the world of TikTok Live. Most of them are kind of gone now, in the sense that like they don't really come to see me ever. Maybe once a month they pop in and say hello, maybe. But these are people who used to be there every day for an hour or two, who I had conversations with and who said they loved me. And I know that they probably still love me. But there's a sadness in that. With these people used to be here every day in my life. We had conversations and shared things about our lives with each other. And at some point, a lot of them just stopped coming to see me. And I think that happens to all of us live creators in different ways. People show up for you for a time and then they kind of disappear. And I think there's a very transient, fluid quality to doing it, because it's an app where you swipe like.
It's so easy for people to find you because they're swiping through. It's so easy for like a random person to just stumble across you. We're basically out on a street corner, like making our voice be heard. But it's also so abundantly easy for them to just walk away.
Yeah, it's like you're shiny and new for a little bit, and then the shine wears off, and then they're off to something else shiny,
Yeah.
Exactly.
It definitely feels like that sometimes. And I agree. Like, there's not many people from the first month or two that I was doing this that are still here now. And there have been people that just disappear.
Yeah.
Someone that I felt really connected with, their name was Crow on TikTok. And they just needed to get away from social media and deleted it. But they had been my highest level person, like supporter, and didn't say anything, didn't do anything, just left. And sometimes you just don't know. Are they dead?
Yeah.
Or you get blocked.
Or you get fucking blocked.
Yeah, I've had it in mine where someone shows up all the time. I'm pleasant. I'm giving them cute little nicknames. I'm checking in on them. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, wish you the best in life. I'm out. And then you're blocked. And you're like, what the fuck? What just happened? It's crazy. But the way life has taught me and how it's been set up is like, no one is permanent. Unfortunately. But I've met so many amazing people on here that I feel like they're definitely going to be a permanent fixture in my life. And hopefully I'm past that stage in life where it's taught me not to rely or count on anyone being there,
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of good people in my life. Everyone on this call right now in my life, and whether we talk every day or not, we're connected in some sort of way, and we were destined to have that connection with each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's such a beautiful serendipity to that.
Yeah.
I love that.
We also are part of this new thing that, like, I don't think this has happened before in reality, these relationships that we're forming. And I'm not even talking in terms of content creators that make videos and interact with people in comment sections and stuff like that. We literally have the tiny interactions with these people, the ones that create connections, not the big ones, not the recorded shits, but like the fact that I spilled my coffee on myself this morning when I tried to goofy pour it into a fucking cup, and people saw that moment, they laughed and giggled at that moment. We shared this human connection together, and I laughed with them, and they interacted, and that people throw a line out there, I hear what they say through like the text to voice situation. It's no longer a one-sided parasocial relationship. It's very much a two-way thing. So these relationships, when they disappear, when we lose them, or when like someone just decides to delete the app, sometimes we lose like real connection.
Yeah.
It's weird. I try to explain what I do to people all the time. Do you find it hard to explain to people what you do on TikTok? People in your real life? Do you bother explaining to people in your real life what you do on TikTok?
If it comes up, I'm like, I go live on TikTok. And I keep it very like, I don't go into all of it.
I am an accountant.
Did you think like a year and a half ago that you were going to be fucking streaming with 33.4 thousand followers? You know what I mean?
No.
It's fucking wild, because I never thought that I would be on TikTok with my 13.4 thousand followers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And my family was joking, like low key dissing me being on TikTok, but my 13.4K followers and counting bitch think I'm really fucking cool.
What's wild though is it's not even about the follower count, right?
No, but it's just like that many people fucking like you and want to follow you and hang out with you. But then you're like, every day that fucking number goes down because someone unfollows you or blocks you. And you're like, whatever, there's somebody lined up, bitch, that wants your spot. So next.
Oh my gosh.
There's definitely like a movement of people. I don't know if movement is the right word, but people tend to kind of shuffle through your life, I feel like. There are those who, stay around, right? But a lot of people also kind of are there for a while, they leave for a while, they might come back a little bit. And I've noticed that it can be difficult if you're trying to build a team, right? Like a cohesive team as a life creator that kind of is willing and able to show up for you on a semi-regular basis.
People don't realize that we have moderators that show up in the chats and every time we're live, and they're the ones that are keeping us safe and muting people that don't belong there and that are hateful and that troll us. And it's a big thing and it's a big ask. So shout out to our mods.
Oh my God. Shout out to our mods.
As Siren says.
Oh my God, W the fucking
if
mods.
it's not for, because they don't get paid. They don't get paid to do this. They are doing this on their fucking free time.
The Kumquat. You guys know Kumquat. We met Kumquat in person.
Yes.
They have been one of my moderators for over a year. We met Christmas time like over a year and a few months ago. Kit has been one of my moderators since before I had even 1,000 followers. Kit was one of my first moderators back in October of like 2 years ago. There are people that continue to stick around in your life and you are able to show up for them in ways, they show up for you in ways. So there's these connections that are maintained, and that is a massive spider crawling across my desk. The fuck?
Burn the whole house down.
I'm really glad Squeezy isn't in here. She'd freak the fuck out. I'm just going to ignore it. It's fine. If I ignore it, it goes away.
Sure, it'll crawl into your ear at night.
Into my ear. That doesn't feel good.
Or any other hole that it can get.
I can't even see it anymore. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Y'all, it's so crazy. Go live on TikTok, make connections with people, and people start doing these incredible things for you. Like one of my moderators has bought multiple things for me, mailed them to me, right? To like help me improve my life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know the same is true for you.
Yeah.
That is just so cool.
That's one of the cool perks. Wendy has sent me dinner before.
Same.
Yes. My love language is if my friends are stressed out and having a stressful day and they haven't eaten, like Jared recently, actually, I just got both of them food. So Siren had like a stressful day last week and was just not in like good spirits. And I was like, let me just fucking send her and Squeezy dinner. Because then that's one less thing you have to think about, right? You don't have to think about dinner.
Because deciding
And
what
then-
to eat sometimes is the hardest fucking shit.
No one
of the
told us
whole
we were
day.
gonna have to fucking do this shit as adults every day. It's so dumb.
Every day you have to decide what nutrients to put in your body. And
Exactly.
it's
That's why we
asinine.
all
What?
eat like shit, and it's girl dinner up in this motherfucker.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner. And then Jared was not feeling too good on Sundays, and he hadn't eaten. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna send you lunch so you don't have to worry about it, and I'm gonna send you a sweet treat.
Love
Because
the
who
sweet
doesn't like
treats.
so who doesn't like a sweat treat?
Sweat
so, and it just like turned Jared's whole day around. You know what I mean? So like, if I have the opportunity, the abundance, as Siren likes to say, that's a word that Siren says a lot. And we steal each other's words now, so it's fine because Siren
That's
says valid a lot now.
That's valid.
And
I have a
if it's just a good thing to give back to your friends to just make them feel better and have a better day. And I've had people on here send me the same day that I sent Jared lunch. Tay sent me fucking lunch, the same shit, like
Yeah.
sent me dinner.
Yeah.
So what goes around comes around, y'all.
It's amazing. And one thing I just thought of, I feel like when we were in New Orleans together, my focus went away from my live a
Yeah.
lot because we were actually there together. And I
Yeah.
think that that speaks to the fact that like our human connections, despite our distance, despite the digital nature of this and the parasocial nature, our human connections are so real and genuine, and it's just so lovely,
Yeah.
you know.
And we just trolled our chats a little bit and switched it up, and we're on each other's lives and together. Everyone loved it. We would just go live and we'll be like, okay, I'm bored. Siren, take my phone. And they just loved it because literally everyone in our chats follow all each other. Like
Yeah.
Jared's people follow me and Siren and vice versa. And when we interact, when we battle, when we do things on live, they get to know who people are. And so they're like, oh, it's Jared. Oh, it's Siren. Oh, it's Siren and Wendy together. Oh, it's all three of them. They're so geeked about it.
They're all losing their mind right now. The fact that we're on a podcast together.
And they're so mad that we weren't doing it live because
Oh my God.
we were doing it live on season 0. Siren just likes it better this way.
We're talking to each
It
other
leaves
instead
them
of talking
wanting-
to chat. Yeah.
And it leaves them craving that episode, you know? I
It's
do.
very gay of us.
Super
Gotta leave them yearning for more.
So gay.
Yeah. Can I get a
Can I ask you guys a question? A piece of advice for
Yes.
anyone who is considering becoming a live creator, becoming a content creator in general, putting themselves out there on the internet in a real way for the first time. A piece of advice, a thing to look out for, maybe something maybe that you wouldn't necessarily expect, preferably from your personal experience.
I would say that like it's going to take being so consistent because when you're on and you're doing lives, you have to be consistent every day with it because people are going to fucking forget about you so easily if you're not just in their face every day showing that, look at me, I'm cute, I'm funny, I dance around in my kitchen, like I'm in my sports bra. You know what I mean? So just be consistent with it. And
So that comes with the realization of the time commitment to this.
Yeah,
to be
it's so
successful at this,
time-consuming,
it's not like you're not going live 3 days a week.
no, you're going live every day. I go live usually 3 times a day along with my job. Siren's on for hours at a time. So we're doing this on a regular day, like 6 to 8 hours a day, maybe more, depending.
Yeah.
Be consistent and try not to be down. It took me so long to get to 10,000 followers. And I was just like, when the fuck is it going to be here? Like, I'm funny, bitch. Where are my people at? And just be patient and have a humble attitude about yourself. You can be funny and silly and crack jokes, but try to be humble about it because at the end of the day, no one owes you anything. So don't expect things and just be appreciative of what you get. And I know that's super hard because people don't think TikTok is a real job until you fucking go be a content creator. And the shit is like your social battery, my guy, goes from 1,000 to negative 1,000 real quick in the middle of a stream. And you're like, okay.
My partner and I, when I get off a live, especially one that's especially like long or emotional or something happens or something like that, where there's been a lot of emotional and social energy, I don't want to words with her.
Yeah.
I don't want to words with anybody.
Yeah.
Like I need to be alone.
Exist.
For a minute. So she's learned to ask consent, like if she wants
She's
to
so
talk
good
to
at
me.
that too. She's so good at that.
To like, you know, touch me, comfort me if I need that. It's wild. There's a mood shift that happens from when you hit off.
Because you have to be so up. So when you're off, it's like boom, that adrenaline is gone. That
and you realize you're
fucking
alone.
pep, and you're not entertaining people, and you're just like, fuck, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted mentally, emotionally.
That is so real. That is so true. And I find sometimes I feel a little bad for my dog. You know, he's just laying there waiting patiently for me to be done so I can play with him or cuddle or whatever.
That's
But
how I feel about my kids sometimes.
But you're so good when they're there though, because like you give yourself that 2-hour mark and then you're like, okay, I'm going to hang out. House.
But like again, like what we just talked about, it still happens when I give myself that 2-hour mark
you still
and I
have
turn it
zero
off.
energy.
I still have that moment of I need to regroup and recharge quickly because I have children that need me. I have a partner that needs me. I have partners that need me. It's a lot.
Your job's never done. Yeah.
People think
it's a lot
easy.
on a normal circumstance, let alone having spouses, partners, kids. So I can see where when Jared and I log out, we just have to worry about our dogs. And when Jared said that, I feel like, you know, I work from home and then I stream and I look at Titus and I'm like, fuck, man. He's like, I mean, he's 16, but he's just been hanging out all day. Everybody knows who he is and sees him. And I try to play with him and stuff. But he literally earlier, I'm working. He's just like, grunting at me. And my boss was like, you ready to head into this meeting? And I'm like, I got to go take my dog outside because he's yelling at me. I'll be back.
Oh, Titus.
Ridiculous.
What about you, Jared? Do you have a warning or anything?
I would say don't be too hard on yourself with the things that are out of your control as a live creator. I would get down on myself for not having a lot of people in my life. You know, 10 to 15 people in my life is good. Like that's a good number for me. And it's hard not to look at other live creators and compare yourself. I think we all do that a little bit, right? But to see people with so many more viewers in their rooms and you wonder, what am I doing wrong or what am I not doing for this to happen, right? And I've learned now that it's okay to have a small live. It's okay to have 5 people in there or 10 people. If anything, it makes it easier to communicate with the chat, right?
Yeah. Could you imagine if every single person that you've had a genuine connection with or felt a genuine connection with showed up at the same time in your room?
That would be crazy.
It'd be a nightmare. Hundreds of people. And you see and recognize every single name. I see people come through my live all the time that I read these names and I'm like, I've read 400 names today that I recognize.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. That's a big number a day, but like still, like it feels like so many names, so many people, so many lives that we touch, guys. It's unbelievable.
Also, let Wendy have a fucking crash out and there's 100 people in my room.
Yeah.
But when it's just chill, Wendy, I'm rocking with 20. Like, you know what I mean? You have a moment where you're crashing out or you're crying. There's 100 fucking people. Where the fuck were you at when I was just chilling in my kitchen?
Right.
Who sent for you? How the hell did you know that I was crashing out? Like, what is happening?
Right.
Every time.
I'm about to get off the app and go to bed, and now 6 people come in, and I'm like, oh, hi, everyone.
That's when you just have to do an Irish goodbye. When my battery is hit, y'all can goodbye. Thankfully, they understand that and they don't take it personal. They're like, Wendy's Irish goodbye to us again.
That's allowed. It's allowed. I would say, and I was thinking about this today, this is a little niche, but maybe not. Maybe someone out there needs to hear this. There are toxic people that will seek out what they believe to be vulnerable individuals and will use whatever wiles they have to gain control. And with live rooms and with live creators, people use money a lot to gain control over a situation or a person, about how they feel, about how everything's going, or like they'll say something awful or not great, and you'll like be like, hold on a second, and then they'll be like, oh well, let me give you $50 as a way to like make up for it. I specifically had an interaction early on in my TikTok time with someone who would in other live rooms use he him pronouns for me. This was a woman. She would very like heavily flirt with me, and then if I talked to her about it or like did anything back, she'd be like, oh no, I'm very straight, very straight. So it just made me like, who would you see me as? And then as soon as I got to the point of getting too frustrated with her, she would throw $500, $1,000 or something like that in my room to change the feel, change the mood. And she had so much control over me and how I felt all the time, to the point that now the voice that she used to have like attached to her like text to voice, we don't use in the room anymore, because the last time I heard it, it triggered me and raised my blood pressure and pulse by way more than should have happened, because I let someone in too much, too fast, and too much access because of what they had there. People like that suck.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing to warn people about too, is that there's some people on this app that just want fucking drama. And I get that this is a situation where we're entertaining people, we're trying to make an income from it. You get stuck in this spot where people can very easily emotionally manipulate you with their tears.
Yeah.
And I've had people do that to me, and they get on me about it because this is my second job. Well, the podcast is my third job, but TikTok's my second job, and I'm constantly giving everything I make back. And I've been emotionally manipulated by people, and I feel like I have to show up for people. So I give everything that I make back because I'm like, oh, it's okay. I have this corporate job. And then after you're feeling bad for someone because they're crying and making you feel bad, and like this is their only income, you feel fucking bamboozled because it just keeps on repeating. It's like a record that never stops.
Yeah.
We all have our moments and like downtimes and crash out in moments when we're worried about what's going to happen. But fuck, there's drama, and some people just, they thrive on that shit and will pull you into it quickly.
And I think an issue that exists on TikTok Live is that people who throw a lot of gifts, people who give a lot of money, I think we as live creators are like, it's like it's automatically a good thing, right? And
Right.
it's automatically a thing to celebrate. But one of the weird things about this is that these are all profiles in this digital space, right? We are not seeing these people really, right? We don't know sometimes exactly who these people are. We're seeing and hearing and what they are presenting to us. And I guess that's true for all of us on there. But
Yeah.
you might think that you kind of know a person in your chat. You might think that you're connecting in a particular way, but that's just your own perception of it. That's your own feeling. And they might not be the person that you're really thinking of or that you imagine they are. And I think that sometimes there can be a feeling of paranoia that comes in for live creators in a way.
Yeah.
And we are kind of trusting a lot sometimes these people who are there. And, you know, most of the time for me, it's fine. I haven't quite had those experiences that you
Yeah.
guys mentioned, but I've seen those things before in different spaces.
Yeah.
And I think it's just so important for all of us to remember that we're all human beings here. We're all here doing our best. And each of us deserves respect and kindness and to be treated with decency and dignity. regardless of if we didn't do something quite right as a live creator, or we didn't say something in a way that pleased you as a viewer or whatever, let's treat each other with kindness and respect.
See
You
the
know?
fellow human on the other side of the screen.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why I personally love Wendy and I love Jared and I love the creators that I interact with on this app, is because they see the human on the other side. Because there's other people that don't. There's definitely other creators that don't. There's other viewers and followers that don't. I spend time with the people that build me up, and y'all are those people.
It's not like it's a competition for us. I'm not in competition with anyone but my motherfucking self. And there's times when I'm like, you know, it could be a situation where you compare yourself to other live creators. And I've caught myself mentally doing that with Siren because we spend a lot of time together. And I'm like, fuck, I don't have anyone that throws as big as Siren does. I don't get as much in my battles and I don't have as many followers. And then I'm like, but what you have is like a good amount. When I think about that, I just think of happiness for Siren because I'm so glad Siren has it, because it's a fucking struggle to be Siren. Siren has a lot more struggle than I do because she's a trans woman. And for her to have so much extra love is something that I really value. Don't you fucking cry, bitch. Don't you dare cry. I know it's got to be hard for her. And just because I'm queer doesn't mean that I know everything that there is to know about being trans, because Siren teaches me so much shit on a regular basis. And we're so open to have open conversation with each other about it because, hey, just because you're gay or bi or pan or whatever, if you're not what that other person is, they can teach you so many things about their lifestyle and how they've felt, what they've dealt with. And it's not easy being a fucking trans woman. It's not easy being a trans person. It's not easy for women in general, for gay people in general, for people of color. So it's like we have this platform where we're just trying to love on each other. And that's when I think about it, I'm like, bitch, knock it off. Like, you're fine. It's just a moment of down because I want more for myself and I have that drive and that competitive nature. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, I love this for her. I love this for you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's
yes.
not easy for any of us. And I have moments of that too. I have ridden to close to the top in a few times on TikTok, and it's intimidating. It's scary. It's a fucking ride. To put it in perspective, if you're listening right now and you don't really know what we're talking about, the highest claim I guess I got was in the highest division of one of the biggest competitions for TikTok live creators. I ended at number 82, 81 or something like that in the country. I never thought in a million years that there'd be people that I've never met before that would be like, hey, are you Siren from TikTok? Like, I was out at a bar in Denver, Colorado with my sister.
It's so cool when people notice you outside because you're like, you fucking know me, bitch?
Yeah.
Like, for real? I had people at a concert do that last summer and I was like, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow you on TikTok. I'm like, bitch, take a picture with me. It was me telling them to take a picture with me because I'm like, shut
it's
up.
exciting.
You're my
It's cool.
fans? Like,
it's
you're
cool.
my followers.
Like, there's real life people.
And now I don't leave my house. It's fine. We have 3 jobs.
Oh, the world sucks. Fuck. To put it in perspective, if you're listening to this podcast now, whatever time you're at, it is currently April 8th, 2026. Gas is about $5 a gallon. It's not good.
God.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
Also, for those who don't know, fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah. The fuck Donald Trump.
Like, for real.
We're not those kind of gays or white people. We just happen to be white, and we're non-practicing whites.
Can we say that?
Yes, we can, because we're white. I say all the time to people, and I love saying this to my black friends. They'll send me something. I'll be like, that's fucking white people shit. And they're like, I know. So it's just like, I'm allowed to say that because I'm white. But we're not practicing white, okay?
Right.
Just letting you know. Again, for those in the back, fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, for real. Remember today that troll account came in and it was like a pro-Trump account and in its bio, it literally said, I hate queer people.
I mean, there's so much hate on the app too.
Don't take it personally. That's the other piece of advice. Don't take that shit personally.
No, because Siren will say this on a regular basis. I'm going to channel my inner Wendy because I will feed you fucking trolls.
Yeah.
And I love to troll them back.
You get in trouble sometimes.
I do get in trouble. I've told people to suck my dick so many times and gotten a little banana for a couple days.
A little banana for a couple days.
A little banana for a couple days. They're like, okay, your account can't go live for the longest has been 7 times, which that's some baby back bullshit right there. All for
7
telling
days?
some troll to suck my dick. Yeah, 7 days. Remember when I used to get banana on a regular?
Yeah, but then you stopped telling trolls to suck your dick.
I started to say suck my D or my eggplant, but now I'm back to suck my dick because you can't hold a girl down.
Say it, honey. Say it.
But there's no one on here. Like, I've been called a faggot and a dyke by my own family members. Trauma makes us funny. Yep. But it's like, there's nothing on this app that you can hurt my feelings because I don't value your opinion. You're a miserable cunt that sits on the internet and talk shit to people that you don't know, and you have 500 fake accounts. You have not felt the inside of a vagina ever. Why do I care about what you think?
Meanwhile, Jared over here doesn't even want to feel the inside of a vagina. He's just like, what? Like, okay.
We're not talking about the
Jared.
gay men.
When you said you got the banana, I was like, oh my God, that's like the only time a big banana is like a bad thing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That fact.
Jared loves the banana.
That's true. Okay, one final question to round us out here. I feel like we need a consistent question that we ask last to all of our...
I love this idea.
And I've been toying around with it in my head a little bit. I'm not sure if this is a good one, but I feel like it has to go back to the tongue first idea.
Okay.
Right? Like, tell me about a time you had sex that changed your life or something like that.
Your best tongue first moment.
Right. Or something like that. Like, what was your favorite time you went tongue first?
Every time.
Every time.
I guess something I just thought of. I was young. I was like 18 or 19. And I was looking to hook up and like have fun. And I was on the good old grinder. And I started chatting with this handsome guy who was older. And I was into him. And I met him somewhere kind of close to where I lived, and we kind of chatted in his car for a little bit, and I ended up fucking him, but he was a larger, kind of more muscular man, like manlier, and I guess this is a very, gay man specific thing, sort of maybe, but it just kind of changed my conception a little bit that even if I'm more feminine or smaller or whatever, I can still be the top. I can still assert like dominance in this situation. And that kind of
Jared has game. This is the moment. These are moments that led to Jared having game.
Jared will indeed top a top.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I love subverting that kind of dynamic. The bigger one, the more masculine one, whatever is like the top or has to be more dominant. I love that.
Jared, we love you. Thank you for being a guest on our podcast. Oh my gosh. Jared, what do you want to plug? Do you have any plugs?
Butt plugs?
No, not those kind of plugs. Different kind of plugs.
Come see my live.
Come watch Jared on watch Jared. No, just come watch Jared. Come. Wait, no. That's not how it works. Come watch Jared on TikTok. What's your TikTok handle? We'll link
Jared,
it in the thing
what's your
below.
handle? Tell him your handle.
JDreamer1995 is my username.
JDreamer1995. Grow the fuck up.
Was that your AIM screen name growing up too? Or no, he's too young for AIM. There's no way.
But yeah, Jared D. Jared with the big D. And then a bunch of emojis.
Oh shit. Jared with the big D. Jared, it has been a pleasure, my love. We love you. Thank you so much for coming onto the podcast. It's been a fun episode. Season 1, episode 2 in the books.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Tongue First. If this episode made you laugh, feel seen, question your sexuality, or text someone from your situationship roster, we've done our job. Follow Siren, Wendy, and Jared from the internet on TikTok to join the chaos live between episodes. Written and hosted by Aubrey Siren Jones and Wendy Reeves. Produced and edited by Katie K. Rock Murray and Aubrey Jones. Special thanks to our TikTok communities, our moderators, and to Brookdale, that's me, for the intro and outro voiceovers. And remember, the internet can be weird, queer community can be messy, and powdered sugar always ends up everywhere. Until next time, stay curious, stay queer, and don't forget to lick responsibly.